You're right on time for the 7 p.m. news on Uganda Catholic Television. Good news for all. I'm Moriema John Pasco, and I hope you're having a great evening. To begin with, the Ministry of Works and Transport, in conjunction with Uganda Police, has organized the National Road Safety Week under the theme Stay Aware, Stay Alive, Road Safety for All. This year's focus seeks to raise awareness on the key behavioral risk factors for road safety, such as drink driving, speed, helmet, and seatbelt use.
We are once again here for the pre-launch of the Road Safety Week, and maybe to remind once again the Ugandans of what is happening on our roads, which is very, very important for everyone to know. In our country, we lose 12 people daily on average in traffic road crashes. And the vulnerable groups, who include the motorcyclists, cyclists, and pedestrians, form 80% of these fatalities. And the following have been looked at as the behavioral risk factors that contribute to these road crashes in Uganda. One of it being speeding, and speed is a major risk factor, and it is among the leading causes of road crashes. An increase in speed reduces reaction time, braking distance, and stopping distance. The speed at which a vehicle travels directly influences the risk of a crash, as well as the severity of injuries and likelihood of death. As the traffic police or police, these are some of the interventions in as far as speeding is concerned. We have strengthened the operations on speeding using already deployed speed guns and also using our CCTV cameras. The cameras go ahead to capture some of these violators of speed on roads and who are blacklisted and then followed up later. So these cameras are able to capture the vehicles which are speeding with their number plates and the speed at which each vehicle is driving at. Some we are able to stop them there and then penalize the drivers. Others are blacklisted and they are traced for. We have also gone ahead to conduct a number of sensitizations on the dangers of speeding on roads. We have gone ahead to issue road safety messages in form of stickers. You could have seen most of the stickers, some of the stickers on some vehicles, with messages of dangers of speed. For example, messages like speed kills, messages like go slow, your family is waiting, all have been in place and issued to different drivers on roads.
You've heard from Kananura indicate that most of the road crashes are caused by human error or the driver behavior. You've heard from police what is happening, especially our drivers for buses or big carriers. Our research recently established that most of the drivers for big buses take alcohol during the night and drive during morning, and which is very dangerous to our passengers. So one of the areas we are going to address is the issue of checkpoints. Make sure that we have traffic officers to ensure that these particular drivers, first of all, they must be tested. And you know, the law does not allow any driver of public service vehicle to have any single smell, not even smell, but any single you call them what? Milliliters in the body. So we expect all drivers of public service vehicles to be alcohol free, whether you are driving or you are resting. So that's another area we are going to. So the breathalyzers by Uganda Police Force will help us to deal with this from the parks, but also checkpoints.
Moving on, the Uganda People's Defence Forces, the UPDF, under the East African Community Regional Force, a multinational force deployed in the Democratic Republic of Congo in November 2022 to help restore peace and stability in the eastern part of the country. The exit of the Uganda People's Defence Force, UPDF, follows Kinshasha's decision not to extend the mandate of the regional force beyond December 8th. Uganda, Burundi, Kenya and South Sudan deployed troops following the decision endorsed and adopted by regional leaders at the third East African Community Heads of State Conclave on Peace and Security in Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo, held in the Kenyan capital of Nairobi last June. Uganda People's Defence Force, the UPDF, has intensified operations on the Balalu herdsmen eviction exercise in northern Uganda. As a way forward, the herdsmen have been urged to comply with the provision and rules of the Executive Order Number 3, requiring 4 strands of barbed wire facing farmlands, corrals for cattle, chain links for goats and sheep, and 1 square mile to accommodate only 250 heads of cattle. And Balalu herdsmen who hired land for grazing must also meet the same requirements or their cows will be impounded.
Nahabura ko kiki kumi askwatanis akushaba wiche moja ojimu
ureba twakora itaka ntangu oboma nibuna kandi n'abakozi tukubabona ikafaye twakora omazima bagarugo twakora
Dear guys pay. Fence pay, Afia, and here also fence pay.
You can call the president and say, for me, after 4 months, the land was too big, I could not manage. So we shall be listening with his voice saying, we shall leave you. If you have that capacity. So now, there was alternative that if it is not that level, I can read for
recommendation, you'll go to Ministry of Land, give you recommendation, and then you come to us, the District Security Committee. We will recommend you upon inspecting your farm.
Twakome twageza ngo byanga konkita kenya hansi twariheze
kwenda rya hansi n'ingene yahigura
tamanya ko kwanyisa abantu babiri
the sing of the farmland, corral, cattle and chain link for goats and sheep. That is number 1. Number 2, 1 square mile must accommodate only 240 to 250 heads of cattle. This is already 200.
But it is more than that land.
It is more than the land. Fine. So that one you have passed. And number C.
He has not passed because there are some cows.
There are some cows which crossed. So there could be 200 which crossed. No. We are sending their drone to see. We shall be here on the screen.
All our cows are around.
All
our cows are around here.
We shall send. We shall prove ourselves. We are this time. We are not going. The guys are there. Very soon you will see the drone passing. Then no livestock allowed on government land. This one you say is not government. Corrals must have water inside the fence. You are busy. Stream. It must have either a tank or a dam in here. But for you yours, and that stream, the water goes and is drunk by human beings.
You also drink it.
You also drink it. You ask, is the veterinary officer here? Is that allowed to drink with animals? Tell him the problem of drinking with animals. Maybe you are used, but the people here are not used to that. Even if one bought land or leasing but does not comply with the standards, animals shall be confiscated, but only returned when he meets those standards.
Where we are, this is the part the grandfather of Anuan Alfred gave to Mama Yela Richard, called Lakot Ursula, because she was the second wife to the grandfather of Anuan Alfred. And by now, the issue is still in court. And Ayela also has a right to stay because court issues Ayela a letter to stay in the land. And that is what I know.
Thanks for watching Uganda Catholic Television. Good news for all. It's now time for us to go for a break. And don't miss the Rome reports when we return.
Uctv. Good news for all.
Catch incredible stories of resilience, success.
You can manage that money.
With a topping of inspiration.
Get interested in people, not interested in yourself.
Inspire, achieve, repeat.
You are watching Uctv. Good news for all. For this and more, tune in to Kasese Get Radio 100.5 in Western Region, located at the hill of the Diocese of Kasese. KGR brings you all Catholic programs and an advertising platform in all our radio shows like Good Morning Renzori, Chama Towoka, Ukute, the business show, Propeller, the request show and sports, Evaluation by Hingaba Kuluka, Late Night Show, and many others. Our other services include Isuzu Tipa, a no car, public address system, live band, Omokekera, an audio recording studio, and outside live broadcast. For more information, call 0773-597-166 or visit our website www.kasesegatradio.com. Kasesegat Radio, Omusondoria, the voice of truth.
It's unbelievable. Now, companies, businesses, and organizations can make bulk payments easily with Centenary Bank's corporate center SWIFT to anyone without the need of a bank account, anywhere, anytime, just like that. The recipient needs only their phones, national ID, and token number received via SMS to withdraw money from any center agent nearby. The Centenary Bank's corporate center SWIFT is simple, secure, and convenient. You think it's too good to be true? Visit any of our branches countrywide or visit www.centenarybank.co.ug to know more. Centenary Bank. Centenary Bank is a member center group regulated by the Bank of Uganda. Customer deposits of up to 10 million shillings are protected by the Deposit Protection Fund of Uganda. Terms and conditions apply.
Uctv. Good news for all.
And in sports, as we conclude our bulletin this Wednesday evening, Uganda national women cricket team, the Victoria Pearls, have secured a semi-final spot in the T20 World Cup qualifiers after a win over Namibia. Semgeze Mustafa has the story for us.
Uganda's Victoria Pearls secured a semi-final place at the ongoing ICC Women's T20 World Cup qualifiers after defeating Namibia by 4 wickets in a nail-biting game. The Victoria Pearls picked up a second win of the tournament following up on their victory against Rwanda. The win also sent Uganda to the top of Group B in these games. Uganda won the toss and decided to bowl first, but Namibia nearly made them pay for that decision, with their opener Shun Whitman and Yashim Khan getting stuck in with an opening stand of 35 before Elvin Anyipo broke it to help Uganda take control of the game.
To see that we top that table, we seal it with a win. So we won't go there with a complacent attitude. We have to go and clean up everything. So we don't want to leave any dirty linens in the sink. We have to just make sure that we go with the right attitude, pick up the win, and also prepare for the semi-finals.
What we have to really do is to maintain ourselves on the top, because if we maintain ourselves on the top, we will be playing number 2 in the other group, which who may be a little bit weaker than the number 1. And there we'll have a very, very big chance of going through the finals.
Captain Kosi Aweto stepped up to knock the winning runs for the team, and the end was a bit nervous with 20 runs still required for the win, but youngster Melissa Ariot stuck around with Aweko to make the win certain for Uganda. Uganda moved to the top of table in Group B and will take on Nigeria in their final group on Thursday. In the other games of the group, Nigeria defeated Rwanda by 4 runs on DLAs. The mid-morning rain stopped play in the second innings, with Nigeria having 49 out of 3 in pursuit of 89 runs set by Rwanda.
Thank you, Semgenze, for that. A very beautiful sports story. It marks the end of our bulletin. Good evening. I'm John Pasco.